Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, Goodymo short crew. Somebody's in trouble. Nuggets, Timberwolves. Series tied 2-2. They're in trouble. But I think we all can agree this Timberwolves defense looks totally different from game 1 to game 2 to game 3 to game 4. What happened to the intensity? What happened to all the players flying around, trapping people, getting them off the ball, forcing turnovers? This don't have anything to do with game planning, scheming, strategy. Doesn't have anything to do with it. What this has to do with is effort, energy. It don't look the same from the Timberwolves. I don't know what happened, but they don't have a chance in hell to win this series if they're not playing frantic on defense, flying around, helping each other out, just like game 1 and game 2. I don't know what happened. This is not the same team on defense. They got cooked, they got roasted by the Denver Nuggets. Now they're in their head. It's a mind game now. They're trying to put the little pups in their place. Is this series over? It's coming close. It's coming close. Now, yeah, Timberwolves in trouble, man. I think this series, I don't want to just say it's over, but the Timberwolves are not going to win this series. They had their shot. They had their chance. They let the Denver Nuggets off the hook. Off the hook, defensively. Defensively, they let them off the hook. Did you just see last game? Last night? Jokic taking his time, dribbling the ball, getting a lot of one-on-ones with Rudy Gobert. And I'm going to say this one thing. Yes, I said Rudy Gobert is the best defender to play the Joker. I still agree with that. I don't know what the hell Rudy Gobert is doing. He's getting dislodged. He's not jumping at everything at the basket. How many times you seen him getting caught bird watching layups from Jokic underneath the basket? I don't care if he's got you backed up and he's flipping it over the top, and you have people penetrating through the hole, throwing up floaters, getting layups. It's like you're baiting them. You're not even putting that long wingspan up, deflecting the shot or changing the shot. You're looking at a lot of those balls go over your head. Where's the energy? Where's the energetic Gobert? Where's the energy? What happened to it? Is this team better with you not in the lineup? Because it seems like they had the best defense out there when you didn't even play. You come back, and Jokic taking his time, breaking you down piece by piece underneath that basket. You're losing the physical game. You're losing the mental game. I don't understand it. You're too long. You're too lengthy, too wiry to not be making a difference in that paint. Now, you're getting outpowered. I can understand that you got a small frame, but you don't supposed to be going bang for bang with the Joker anyway down there. Use your length. When he tries to force back, give him some leeway on it. Try to work around him to get a deflection or try to, bother his shot a little bit. He wants to feel your body, and once he feels your body, he's going to roll off of you. And he's going to have that little shot-put shot, or he's going to do a fadeaway, a couple of pump fakes. Next thing you know, you're in foul trouble. You're going for all his ball fakes. Stay on the ground. Put your hands straight up in the air. Give him leeway. You want him to take that little mid-range shot than him going all the way to the paint. You got enough length to bother the jump shot a little bit. Just give him space and know how to close out without fouling. But trying to body him up, meeting him out, way out on the perimeter, I don't know what happened to this defense. Can they get it back is going to be the question. I don't know. They're in their heads right now. Anthony Edwards trying to do all he can to psych this team up, coming up with sound bites, saying he's going to be ready. Is his team going to be ready? We know he's about that life, but is his team about that life? This next game is going to be crucial for the Timberwolves. The Nuggets found their swag. They found that championship pedigree, and they ready to go ahead and end this series. But what the Wolves are going to do to stop that, they don't have nothing to do offensively. Anthony Edwards cooked. He cooked 44 points. But the problem is, he's not getting too much help anywhere else. He can do all he can do. But if he's not getting help, we're going to look at the box sheet. But, Cat, where are you? Huh? Where the help from all these other guys? And I don't mean just putting in 10 points, 11 points here and there, staying in the low teens. No, when you got a guy going for 44, you're going to need another guy getting 25, 30 right behind him. And then, the 15, 16 points will start looking impressive. But you got to at least have two other guys or so 20 points or better to go with it 44. But it's a defensive problem. Now you can't stop the Nuggets. The energy level is not there. They're able to pass the ball around now. The ball pressure, not the same. They're getting to where they want to get to on the court, along with Jamal Murray. Are y'all tired already? Are y'all tired already? Young Bucks, not even that deep into the series. 3 games, you're tired? This team's in trouble. Team's in trouble. This series could have been a sweep if you went into it like you did game 1, game 2. As far as the energy level, the tenacity, the fire, the agitation that we talked about. I don't know the team that's out there right now. I don't know it. They're missing assignments. The rotation's not the same. Jokic is backing the ball in 4, 5 dribbles before he get into his action. That wasn't happening in game 1 and game 2. So I don't know what happened. Lost interest. Different coaching style. I don't know. Trying to conserve energy. What is it? What is it? Yeah, man, body language is totally different out there on that court defensively from this team. I didn't think they'll lose it this quick. See, I was counting on that defense hanging around and staying. Because if it did, then you can win this series. You possibly could have swept them. But since you untighten the bolts on this defense, allowing them to get to their spots and do what they want to do, dictating the offense, and then y'all are not that crisp on offense. Besides Anthony Edwards making spectacular plays and rallying y'all trying to keep you in the game, besides him, you have a guy step up spot here and there that are hitting. But when you look at this, it's not impressive. But I'll tell you what, the Denver Nuggets were impressive. They're very impressive. And what about Reed? We'll get into him. But he needs to shoot more. I mean, he's a 6th man. I think he needs to shoot more, especially to help Anthony Edwards out, especially if he's in foul trouble. He just don't have it going that game. He needs more attempts. They need to call more plays for him. Conley got to be more aggressive. They just don't have it offensively. They just don't have enough points to cover what Denver's doing. Don't have enough. You can't have these guys coming and having a good game here and there, then the next game they're totally gone. They're just totally off from the field. So, inconsistencies on offense, not being able to put up production points throughout quarters, and then your defensive intensity has dropped. Now it's an even flow with the Nuggets offense, getting where they want to get to, passing the ball, dribbling the air out of the ball, getting it to their move, and you're getting ate up for lunch. Getting ate up. There's no doubt who's the best player in the league, is it? No doubt. He's still holding that reign. Don't want to give it up. Anthony Edwards will have to continue to do what he's doing, trying to take over the game, but at the same time, he's going to need some help. This series is getting away from him. This next game is going to tell the real tale. Whether the Timberwolves win Game 5 or not, they're still not going to win this series. 7-game series, they're not winning that. Their best bet is to try to win it in 6. But I don't think they can do that either. Unless this defense comes back. Unless this defense comes back from vacation, they will not win another game in this series.
Oh, that's not good.
Unless this defense comes back. That's the only hope they had. Only hope. But we're going to get into a few highlights, and then we'll come back and break this down, look at the box sheet. But I was very disappointed in this defense. Very disappointed. I didn't think this defense was going to leave. I thought this was their staple in this series. They gave them the best chance to win. Is to play this frantic defensive style where they're trapping, they're doubling. I mean, Jokic didn't have time to put the ball on the ground before he had bodies coming at him. What happened to that? Why stop that when it was working well? And all fails, your defense breaks down, you give up open threes all night, go with that. But don't let the Joker go off. And the next thing you know, he's filling up the stat sheet with assists and points and rebounds. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Let's check this out.
Denver gets a steal. Michael Porter Jr. And then guess what? They steal the driving, finishing. 10-point game with 6 minutes to go. Can't get it to go, but go for it. Players in double digits. They're married to Jordan. The lead is 10, less than 2 to go. Edwards, all the way to the rack. Denver possession. Jokic. He had 35. Aaron Gordon had 27, so that was key for them. And then 6-point game. There's your ball game.
Welcome back, quick hitters. Too loose. The defense was too loose in that game. Able to get to where they wanted to get to, do what they wanted to do with no constant pressure. Frustrating when you've seen it before. But they don't want to win the series. And it comes down to what y'all see spotlighted at the top. Gobert versus the Joker. Can he step up? Can he step up? Too much cornbread. He's getting beat to death underneath that rim. He shouldn't be trying to go blow for blow with the Joker. Use your length. Bother his shot. Don't let him feel your body. Pull the chair a couple of times. Let him back in. Use your length to block the shot. Use your length to change the shot. Trying to press him up, you're going to lose every time. You allowing him to dislodge you, get your body off balance, and then put up that shot put all day long over your head, and you're not even challenging any of these shots. You're not jumping, you're not trying to block the shot, you're watching the shot. The defense is not done when you're bodying up down low. You have to challenge the shot at the point of contact. Let's look at this box sheet. Rudy Gobert just looked lost. Joker had him spinning his wheels all night long. But let's get into this. Let's look at, okay, we'll look at Denver first. Aaron Gordon, you can't account for that. If he's going to play like this the rest of the way, you really don't have a shot. You don't even really game plan for Aaron Gordon. He's kind of like a freelancer in the dunker spot, full of energy, swing, swing, swing. He might get him a corner three or so off a double team. But you really don't account for 27 points. This guy coming in scoring 27 points. If he can add that bonus to this team, you're in trouble and you're gone. Just like they was in game 4. Gone. 27 points by this guy. 2 blocks. Got him a steal, got 6 assists. 3 for 3 at the free throw line. 2 for 2 for 3-pointers and 11 for 12 from the field. Pretty much hit everything he put up. At his own pace. He was in his own rhythm. Playing a hell of a game. And they know he has to play very well if Michael Porter Jr. is off or Jamal Murray or some guys get in foul trouble. He steps up, add that scoring punch. It's always a bonus. Always a bonus. We're going to give this guy a round of applause. And I also want to give him an Iron Man for all the hard work he's done. Seven rebounds. He filled up the stat sheet. He filled it up. Now, of course, we're going to go to Joker right next with that big 35. He had him a block. He had 3 steals, 7 assists. Usually he's double digit with that, but he was in a scoring mode in game 4. He had in his mind, he got tired of all this talk of this defense doing this defense is doing that. He took it upon himself, and what I like the most is they featured him. They gave him the ball, and they fed him, and they fed him often. He wanted it down low. He wanted it in his hands. He wanted to dictate the offense, which he did a whole lot of that the whole game. He did not let them up. He put constant pressure at that rim on that basket. To Rudy Gobert, whoever was out there holding him, he was giving them the business the whole night. 15 for 26. Little off on his 3. Didn't get to the free throw line as much as he likes to, but the 35 points, man. Then the 7 assists, 7 rebounds, flirting with a triple-double. He did it all. There wasn't nothing he couldn't do in this game. Like I say, Denver Nuggets are putting the pressure on now. They're ready to end this series. They're tired of all this talking that's going on. They're ready to put them out their misery, and I believe they're going to do just that. This defense comes back for the Timberwolves like it was the only shot they got. Playing a basic game, basic scheme defense, allowing them to do what they want to do, you won't have a chance. I do not care. Game 7, Game 6, whatever. You will not have a chance. Jamal Murray, 19 points. Oh, before we go to Jamal Murray, of course, give the Joker a star by his performance. Showed up big time. Superstar, best player in this league. He showed up. Jamal Murray, 19 points. 2 steals, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 for 7 from the 3-point line. Didn't get to the free throw line at all last night. 8 for 17 from the field. Cookie cutter, but did enough to pitch in. When you got the Joker going off, you don't have to add much. Then you got Aaron Gordon, of course. I mean, it was a lot of help. It was a lot of help. And then for the bench, they pitched in here and there. Got a couple of guys in double figures. But they had it rolling, and they came in with a mindset, especially the Joker. They're going to get rid of these guys. Constant pressure, whatever happens in the game, ups and downs, lows or whatever, we're going to finish the deal. And they did that. Let's go down here real quick. Check out the Minnesota Timberwolves. Look at that. Only thing that stands out is that big 44 by Anthony Edwards. Everybody else is very low teams and early teams for the scoring. It's not enough production. You add low production on offense with subpar defense, something they better hope they're not getting used to seeing. Subpar defense, bad offense. Heavy dose of Anthony Edwards, but who didn't think he was going to come out? He already promised you what he was going to do in this game. The only thing, he didn't bring nobody along with him. Nobody else was really ready to play. Not all. Look at Towns. 13 points. 12 rebounds. He got a double-double. But look at the offensive production. They need offense from him. He was 5 for 18 from the field. 1 for 4 for 3. And rebounds, for us rebounds, you should be getting rebounds, right? You're that tall, you're that active, you're young. You should be able to get double-digit rebounds every game. We already know all of that. So that's not very impressive to me when I see 12 rebounds, Gobert 14. We just seen him pull 25 rebounds down before. So that's a must. When you don't get the double-digit rebounds, that's when it's a problem. But in a game like this, you needed points. And you needed that tenacity on defense, which y'all didn't have. Y'all lost it. Can you get it back? I say no. I don't think we're going to see that type of defense again from the Timberwolves. I don't know why. I just don't think you're going to see it again. They haven't shown that. They're comfortable. Seems like they don't want to use up all that energy. That's what it seems like to me. So in that case, you will be going home. If we cannot see that defense any longer in this series, you will be going home. Sad song, but that's the truth of it. And Anthony Edwards, as good as he is, he's not going to be able to rally this team over the top of the Denver Nuggets. The champion Denver Nuggets is going to be too much to ask for. Naz Reid, like I said, he needs to get more volume. 6th man of the year. You got to get him more touches. He needs to shoot more. He was 5 for 6 from the field. You got to get him more involved. Especially when you got Anthony Edwards doing all the heavy lifting. You got to find, if he's got it going, he's got it rolling with a little small package of what he was doing on offense, you got to get him more of it. 11 points. 4 rebounds. 1 for 2 from 3, 5 for 6 from the field. See, you could have had him a good game if he stayed at it. They made it a focal point to get him involved. But heavy dose of Anthony Edwards. He was 16 for 25. 5 for 8 from 3. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Big 44 points. Of course he gets a star. We're going to give out 1 Iron Unkind. And we're going to give that to Anthony Towns. Because you got to come in and you have to back your man up. When Anthony Edwards is making all these sound bites and he's trying to make these guarantees and say what his team is going to do and what he's going to do, you got to back him up. You have to come in that game locked and loaded and ready to unload the clip. Because if you don't, fishing. Fishing. So I don't know if y'all want to call this fake news or window dressing, what the Timberwolves have been doing early in this series. But they had us fooled. They fooled us. They fooled us, and people in that arena, they should be asking for their money back. Yeah, a totally different team. They should be asking for their money back. They can't get this defense back. They should be asking for their money back.
Oh, that's not good.
Tell them this is not what y'all signed up for. Not what you signed up for at all. If you're going to tease us with something, keep giving it to us. Don't take it away. So Anthony Edwards, he's a little pumped up again. He pretty much want to almost put a guarantee on a win in Game 5. I don't want to throw words in his mouth, talking about a guarantee, but as close as you can get. Him and Jamal Murray, a few words here and there. I mean, it's hyped up now. So the Denver Nuggets on high alert. It's a little smack being talked. They're champions. They know the young Wolves are trying to overtake them. And now that they're alert, that's not going to happen. You play that type of defense you played early in this series. Whether they make or miss, or they got a counter for that, doesn't matter. It gives y'all the best chance to win. Playing that frantic style defense. You better get back to it. Because if not, you're going to be going home. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers. Knicks are in trouble as well. Now I know the Tibbs thing. He's running his players into the ground. And he is doing that. A lot of minutes being played by his top players. He don't have no choice. But it's the facts. They're getting ran into the ground, logging a lot of minutes. Jalen Brunson, Superman, doing all he can do. But at some point you run out of gas, and that's what happened. Because Indiana got it rolling. They didn't look back. Knicks looked flat. Kind of makes you wonder, do they got enough rest? Are they going to be able to recover just to put something out there and try to compete? Because this series is getting away from them. And I think now, since Tibbs don't have the luxury of trying to rest, he might try something now, but what you going to do? 3-4 minutes, buy him a little time? It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. The only best bet you have is to go into that game blazing, right out of the saddles, try to build some kind of lead. See, to me, how he should do it is depending on 10-point lead here, you're able to get a 12, 15-point lead in the game. That's when you need to give Brunson some rest. He shouldn't be playing the whole ball game or close to the whole ball game. I don't know really what Tibbs is thinking, as far as that. Anytime you get a double-digit lead, you should be thinking, okay, I got me a little cushion now. Let me sit Jalen Brunson down and see what we can do to maintain this lead or to build on it. If it starts dwindling away slowly, put him back in. You never know, you might can build on that lead, but you need to get him some rest. So I don't know what Tibbs really is thinking, because he could have been doing that throughout this series. They've had double-digit leads and lost them. Buy him some time when the offense is rolling. You got you some cushion. Because you just want to keep him out there for the sake of keeping him out there where the game is tired, you're down by 5, you're up by 20, you're just keeping him out there. You're going to have you a dead mule on your hands. And it look like they're headed that way. It's going to be a sad song because the Knicks, they had a hell of a season. And this series really was right there for the taking for them. But unfortunately on nutrition, they're going to lose this series. It don't look like they got too much left. Tibbs will keep asking for more and more and more and more. He can't ask for enough. And Jalen Brunson going to get himself dinged up, nicked. Well, he's already that, but he's going to find himself really out of this series. And God willing, if they was able to make it out of it, ain't going to be none of him left to go to the next round. Sad song, man. Sad song. So we're going to see what's going on with that series. As far as the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics, you kind of know where that one's headed. But I like that series to go 7. I really would. Without Donovan Mitchell, they don't have a chance in hell. There's no doubt about that. Not at all. And they're just lucky they don't have Porzingis out there because that cancels everything out. I don't know when he's coming back or is he coming back, Porzingis. Gives this team a whole different dynamic out there on that floor. Too much stuff to cover up. It just doesn't happen. He's just a wild card. He stretches the floor all the way pretty much to half court. It just opens up everything for them offensively. They can just cook, sit back and cook Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So Cleveland Cavaliers, man, they want to have their guy in there, but if he can't go, I don't like their chances at all. He's pressing his body. He's having a hell of a series. No doubt about that. So that's it in a nutshell. I was just disappointed by the Timberwolves defense. That's all. They tease us with something, and we come back in these games, and we're not getting any of that. As far as the intensity, I want them frantic out there. They got to be running around, confusing people. If you're not doing that, you don't give yourselves a chance to win. You can't play straight up with this team. You got to do something different. And that defensive style y'all had was different. And you could say, well, Denver figured it out. You know, they put in little kinks and twerks, and now they know how to handle that defense that they was to go back to. I don't care. I don't care. It's a make-or-miss league, but you better your chances when you have constant pressure on guys, speeding them up a little bit. They have a better chance of missing those shots. Don't just sit back. Because like I said, it don't have anything to do with strategize, game planning. It's about effort, energy, want to, going to, have to, need to. Y'all enjoy yourselves. This is making it Monday, of course. Games gonna still be rolling later on. Check that out. And who's gonna come out of it? But Rudy Gobert, you better dig deep. I don't know if that Defensive Player of the Year trophy softened you up, got you thinking you're all world now, that you can go out there and cover guards, pressing Jokic up way from the basket. Now you think get open court steals. I don't know what you're thinking. Back to the basket. Worry about that. Guys meeting you at the rim. What you gonna do? You gonna bird watch, or you gonna get activated? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Or the series over with. And it's real close to that. Real close to being over with. This next game will tell the tale for me. If not for anybody else, this next game is going to tell the tale. Trust me, I already said the series is over with. Don't matter if the Timberwolves win this game 5 or not. My opinion, it is over with. I gave them a chance, a damn good chance to win this series, even sweep the Nuggets. I gave them that chance. But it was based on that defense that they displayed out there. That's no longer right now. That's the problem. Without that defense, they can't win. Sorry to tell you that. Can't win. I don't care how your offense is. I don't care how many points Anthony Edwards put up. Can he play a better game than what he played last night? I don't know. I highly doubt it. But even that wasn't good enough. So what that ought to tell you, you got to stop people. You got to get them to turn the ball over again. You got to speed them up. How many times we got to talk about this? Run, schemes, and stunts at Jokic. Do not allow him to 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 3 dribble, 4 dribble, 5 dribble. What are we doing? Soon as he touched the ball down low, you should already be stunning at him. I don't care how good of a three-point shooter Denver Nuggets got. That's the best option for your defense at this point. Yeah. Just rotate and run hard like hell to cover those shooters. That's all you can do. But allowing him to have a candy shop down in the paint, throwing up lollipops, grabbing Jolly Ranchers, sprinkling Skittles all over the place. No, you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Well, y'all enjoy yourselves. Thanks for y'all time. This G.S.Q.H. Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. And we're going to see what they do. We're going to see what Gobert's going to do. We're going to see what this defense is going to do. We're going to see if the team's going to wake up to Anthony Edwards' call. Yeah, he's kind of guaranteeing victory. And he's saying he's about that life. But are your teammates about that life? I better show it up in game 5. You better show it up in game 5. Y'all enjoy yourselves. I'm out of here. Peace.